martini glass long enough to join us live. Good morning, Jack, and congratulations on a big night.
Thank you, and that's actually kind of true about the martini glass.
So I knew you were involved. Are you personally, or is Stages involved as the producer of this?
I am personally.
Okay.
I am. Yeah.
Okay. And Scott Rudin was up on stage last night. And
I was right behind him.
You were right behind him. And the point he said was, this is how many people it takes to produce a Broadway play these days.
Yeah, I mean, some of the cast was up there also, but it's a lot of producers. It's like a $4 million production. And, yeah, there's always a big gang on stage.
You were also involved with Fun Home last year, so now this is 2 Tonys in 2 years. You're going to need a bigger bookcase at your home for all of these Tonys. But
crazy.
But take us through the events of last night. What do you remember?
Well, I mean, it was tinged with so much sadness. But I love the way that the show started with honoring our friends and our family in Orlando, and that kind of was a thread for the whole evening. But it was a celebration of an amazing season. Of course, it was, as someone said, it was a coronation for Hamilton, so Hamilton was everywhere.
Right.
But, what an extraordinary production. And then for the Humans to win 4, which is, kind of right behind Hamilton at 11, it was really exciting. And I really think The Humans is one of the greatest plays ever written, American plays ever written. So I'm just thrilled about everything last night.
Take us through the story, because it does sound like a very interesting new type of play. Tell us about it.
I'll tell you this. It's about a family of 6 at Thanksgiving. Mom, dad, 2 daughters, boyfriend, and grandma who is in the final stages of dementia. But it's much more than that. It's everything that happens when a family gets together. It's the love, the tension, the dysfunction. But it's also a statement about the middle class. It's incredibly funny, but it's incredibly moving. It's one of those shows that you want to bring some tissues. It's a brilliant piece of writing.
And it takes place in World War II or right after World War II?
No. It takes place in an old apartment building in Chinatown. So it's modern day.
Okay.
It's modern day, and the daughter and her boyfriend have just moved into this duplex apartment in Chinatown.
And it sounds like you hit the exact themes that everyone's talking about in 2016.
Absolutely. It's incredibly topical, but I think it's one of those plays that won't date, but right now it's just really hitting a nerve.
Yeah. So what kind of conversation does Jack Lane have with Scott Rudin after the both of you win for Best Play?
Do you want to laugh? This is the truth. I had never met Scott Rudin until we were walking off the stage, and I said, "Hi, Mr. Rudin. I'm Jack Lane. I'm one of your producers." And he shook my hand and goes, "I know who you are." Because he had 5 shows. He's like the biggest producer on Broadway, one of the biggest producers of film. So we just never met. I got honored through Mike Isaacson and Kristen Kasky. But I knew the day would come when I would meet him, so it was kind of ironic that I met him as we were literally walking off the stage.
Yeah. Jack, I tweeted this out yesterday, and so much attention goes to the Oscars that night. But I got to tell you, the Tony Awards puts the Oscars to shame. What a fantastic award show last night.
It was classy and it was fun. It really was. I mean, James Corden was just incredible. Just a great evening.
Well, it was that. It was the speeches. It was the dance routines, the singing outside to sort of at the outside on the streets of New York.
It was clever. The whole thing was so clever. There was 10 musical numbers on stage. It was because Barbra Streisand at the end. Everyone thought she was going to sing. Everyone, no way she's not going to sing. She didn't. But just to be in the same room with Barbra Streisand was kind of cool.
All right. So when is the Humans going to come to St. Louis?
No tour has been announced yet. I think it's going to have a nice long life in New York. And unfortunately, McGraw, plays don't tour that often. I hope Steve Wolf at the Rep will do it. I think he probably would. It would be fantastic on the Rep stage. But I think Humans will have a very long life.
That is Jack Lane from Stages, as one of the producers of the Tony Award-winning show, along with Fox Theatricals. How's the season kicking off at Stages?
Oh, it should have been you. You've got to come see it. It's a big, big hit. People are loving it, getting great reviews. And then we have Drowsy Chaperone and Sister Act. So it's going very well. Jack
Lane, congratulations. You can pick up the martini glass now. We're done with you. Have a safe trip home.
Thanks, McGraw.
You got it. Jack Lane, who was on the stage with Scott Rudin as he won the Tony last night for The Humans, which is a great story because Fox Theatricals, as well as Jack Lane, part of the producing team that put on both Fun Home last year that took home the Tony for Best Musical, and this year brought home the Tony for Best Play. This is not the first time Fox Theatricals has been there. They've got a treasure trove of Tonys, including a play that I have not seen but people still talk about, and that was Red. They won for Best Play a couple years ago. That's a very, very, very small play. Only had a 2-week run on Broadway, and that went on to win Best Play for Tony. But anyway, a big night for St. Louis in New York at the Tonys. 8-11.